Hello, welcome to Last Food and Barbecue. So a couple of weeks ago, a few friends of ours, they made an epic burger collaboration, and for one reason or another, a few of us, we didn't take part in that. So then Chris, my friend over at MeatHead channel, he came up with the idea that we should make an epic burger channel as well. But in our case, we would make a no beef burger. And I have a list because I always forget. So we are a couple of channels collaborating in this, and I would like to invite you to visit them all. First off then, of course, is Chris' channel, MeatHead, link in the description box below. And then we have Jason over at Red's Barbecue and Pizzeria, really good channel, check him out. Steve, the Cookout Coach or Cookout Coach channel, check him out, a really good guy. And then we have Aaron at Smoking and Grilling with AB channel, check him out. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I'm going to make. Okay, to start out we have Renskav, which is the meat in this. It's reindeer and it's thinly sliced, very lean, and it's got a lot of wild flavor. We have some special Nordic Sweden cheese, Västerbotten, which is a sharp, hard cheese. I bought it grated because I needed it on the burger. Couldn't find sliced, and a whole piece I would never use. Then we have some cream. We've got some Nordic bread from, it says Västerbotten, and that one says Västerbotten, which is part of Norrland, which is the northern part of Sweden. Anyway, so this is a kind of bread that they have there. Then we have some bacon, which I just want bacon. Then we have the meat, of course. Then we have lingonberry, which is similar to cranberry, but they're smaller and a little bit more sour, and we're going to make a chutney out of that. And then I have my home-picked chanterelle mushrooms, and I'm going to make a sauce out of those. Anyway, tag along and I'll show you how we're going to do it. Okay, so I'm going to be using my Primus gas stove for this. I'm just going to light it up. It's always a hassle getting it to burn. I think that's it. Let's see. Yeah, it's getting warm. So we're going to start off by making the condiments for the burger. And over in the skillet, I'm just going to start frying up the chanterelles. They're just going to go on the way they are, and then once they've cooked down a little bit, we're going to, well, we're not going to season them with a leaf. Once they've cooked down a little bit, we're going to add a little bit of cornstarch to them, and then we're going to add some cream just to make a sauce. And then we're going to make the chutney. So we got 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to let that melt down. Anyone who's watching will see that I actually moved you around. This one is a little bit frozen still, doesn't matter, it's going to take a little bit. So anyway, so this is chanterelles, and there might be Hällakullor swamp in there as well, but it's going to be good. Okay, so the butter is melted. Then we have 1 small, finely chopped red onion. I'm just going to sweat that in the butter for a few seconds. So this is bubbling away nicely. I think that's good enough. Then we're going to add 1 cup of lingonberries. Just put it in there. Then we're going to add 1 deciliter or 2/5 of a cup of balsamic vinegar. I made my own because I didn't have any, so I used 1 tablespoon of honey, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, and filled it up to 2/5 of a cup with apple cider vinegar. It's going to be more or less the same. Not exactly, but it's going to be fine, I would think. And then we need it to be a little bit sweeter, so we've got 2 tablespoons of raw sugar here. No keto today. Just going to let this simmer. And that's going to simmer until it's reduced to a chutney. Okay, so we're going to season the mushrooms with some freshly ground salt. And then we're going to use pepper mix that I bought in Switzerland. It's all kinds of peppers. Just going to add a little bit of that. And we're going to give it a stir. This is actually dried out now, so we're going to add the cream, remove some grass from here. There we go. So I've got about 1/2 cup of heavy cream, Now we're going to let that reduce. I think it's heated up enough. So I'm going to use cornstarch, maizena, I don't know if that's common, 1 tablespoon. And it's brown, so that's going to brown down the sauce a little bit. I just want this to be a little bit thicker in consistency. Okay, so this has been simmering for about 2 minutes. I think it's thickened up nicely. I'm going to move this to the side. This actually has to go up a bit in heat, so I'm going to move that over to this side, and then I'm going to switch it over to only 1 heater. Oh, cool. It worked. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I'm going to give that a couple of minutes, and then I'll bring you back for the next step. Now we're going to put the griddle on, and we're just going to put it on half of this. Actually, I'm going to put it like that. Something like so. We're going to start off by frying the bacon to get this a little bit fattened down. Well, I'll put it over there. I'm going to move it in a bit anyway. Okay, so I'm going to move the bacon over to this side. I think it's going to continue to cook a little bit because it's quite warm on the edges as well here. And then we're going to start frying up the reindeer. So like I said, this is really thinly sliced. So I know that we said burger, and I know this is not strictly a burger meat, so this is how thin it is. But there was no way to find any reindeer, ground reindeer. As you can see, it shrivels up. It is extremely quickly cooked. Just gonna fry a couple of pieces and move them to the side. These are also going to be seasoned with salt and pepper. There we go. I'm just going to season one side of these. Time to flip them. There we go. I'm going to put another slice on the edge here, and then I can just move everything back and forth. That wasn't very clever because it's not very hot out here. Well, that is actually done, so I'm going to do that, put it on top of the bacon, just keep it warm. Move this into the middle. Yeah, you get the idea. This is what I'm going to be doing now for a little bit. The meat is almost done. I just wanted to show you this. This is boiled down and it's quite thick now, so I'm going to move that to the side as well. So we're going to assemble what's going to be considered to be the burger, and I'm going to do that in the middle here. So I'm going to put a couple of slices. I think I'll put the bacon in between, something like so. And I put a couple of slices more on top of there. I think that's going to be enough for one. Then we're going to add the cheese to this. So this is grated Västerbotten cheese, which is a sharp, hard cheese. Just put a little mound like that. I think that will be good. And then we're going to use my makeshift little cheese melter. We'll see how that works. And I think I'm going to move everything over here. Well, you came to the party, you got to witness everything. And then we're going to take one of these Hällakullor. It's actually pre-sliced, it's like a tea cake. And we're just going to give that a fry. Give it a little bit of flavor from the fat and stuff. And then I'll move you over to the assembly place. Okay, I think the bread is done. I'm going to move that over here. Slightly toasted, let's see how that looks. Well, it's slightly more than slightly toasted. Cheese is getting along nicely. So we're going to start off by adding some of the mushroom to this. It's going to be like a mushroom base or chanterelle base, something like so. And then we're going to take burger. It's not going to melt anymore. It is not melting cheese, but It will be fine regardless. I'm going to move that on top of there. And then we're going to drizzle a little bit of the chutney on top of this. Something like so. And then we're going to put the lid back on. No veggies, no nothing. This is an ordinary burger. I'm going to give it a taste. Okay, there we go. Epic no beef burger collaboration between me, myself, and Chris, MeatHead, Steve, cookout coach, Jason, Red's Barbecue and Pizzeria, Aaron, smoking and grilling with AB. Let's try this burger out. Okay, let's give this a taste. Some lingonberry chutney, some chanterelle mushroom cream sauce, and some reindeer and bacon and Hällakullor. Probably have food in my whole face. That's really nice. I don't know if you would call it epic in any other country, but in Sweden, of course it's epic because it's from the northern part of Sweden. Thank you for watching. Check the other channels out. Bye.